with Sophie Kuehl, a sophomore on SPU's volleyball team. Falcons getting ready for GNAC play this week, heading up to Simon Fraser and Western Washington. Sophie redshirted last year. Now she's getting to play. Sophie, what's that like to finally get back? You got to practice last year. Now you get to play again. What's that like?
You know, it's great. It's finally great being able to go on the court and put into play all the work that I put in last year, and finally see that translating into the game. And it's been awesome. It's such a joy.
Now, practice is one thing, getting into a match is another. Was there any competitive rust to shake off, such as it were, or did it come back to you right away?
You know, I kind of had the butterflies. Definitely was weird being in game mode again. But our coach, Chris, he does a great job really putting in game-like situations during practice so that when we get to games, it's not as big as you would think or not as rusty or whatnot. So.
And how do you feel you've been playing through these first 8 matches of the season?
I felt pretty good. I mean, definitely things that I can work on, but I'm excited to work on those and see how that plays out in the games.
Okay. We had a home tournament last week. Some bumpy spots, but also some good spots in there. Regardless of the final score, how do you think the team played overall through those 4 matches?
You know, I think we played hard. There are definitely things that we know now how to prepare for our next games, but I mean, we put a lot out there. We saw some great competition, but I think we really fought with the other teams. We gave them something to look at, and so we're excited for conference play and to just go for it and see what we got.
Now, the win was against Academy of Art, and they had to come from behind on that. We played through some adversity a little bit. Talk about that.
Definitely. You know, I think we do a great job competing. Sometimes we get stuck in a couple ruts where we'll have, you know, some serve receives, a couple of points gone against us, and so we were down for a little bit, you know, definitely on the defense, but we kept pushing through. We had some good timeouts that got us pumped up for the rest of the game and to keep playing. And so, yeah, I'm excited for us to just keep pushing and see where that takes us.
And even the Cal Baptist match, the result went their way, but I know Coach was really happy with the way the team played. Some of the players seemed really happy about the way things went out there. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. You know, I think we had an awesome time. If you looked at us on the court, people said, you know, they could see like an intensity that they hadn't really seen previously in other games, and we were just excited and loved being out there together. The chemistry was really clear to see and felt that on the court, and, you know, I think we played our hearts out. We gave them a run for their money. Hopefully, you know, we'll get to see them in the future or something and come back on them, but I think we had a great game, and hopefully we can implement some of the things we did and learned into our next games.
Okay. Simon Fraser and Western this week. We got to see Simon last week. That's a vastly improved program, and Western is always Western. What's it like? What's it going to be like playing those 2 opponents on the road?
You know, we are pumped. I mean, we have practices, you know, coming up this week, and starting off with those 2 teams it's definitely gonna push us. But I think it's gonna be a good start. It's gonna make us work our butts off these couple of practices that we have and just get the energy, you know, and the excitement to push through, and I think it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting.
Now, a couple of weeks before classes start yet, but are you excited for school to get back into the classroom?
Yes. You know, we've had a very long break, been here about, a month and a half now, I think, just playing volleyball, and that's been awesome, but ready to get in the groove of things. Nice to have kind of a plan to follow, and so it'll be good.
Now, when we talked previously, you are a communications major with the goal of being a sideline reporter someday. Is that still in mind's eye for you?
That is the goal, yeah. So we'll see what happens, but, you know, working on getting an internship and taking the classes to get me there and get my graduate degree, so we'll be good, or undergrad degree.
And the team got to start the year with a trip to Costa Rica. What was that like for you?
Oh, my gosh, it was amazing. It was definitely a trip of a lifetime. It was great. We got to play the Costa Rican national team and a couple of different select teams and club teams there. That was definitely experience. And we got to do a little bit of missions work, and so, and then play, of course. We got to play on the beach a little bit and swim. It was awesome.
All right.
It was great.